Industrialization was made possible by the Civil War. Manufacturing of weapons and products for the war paved the way for machines to be used in different industries. As time went on, hand labor was used less and less because of a growing demand for fast work, and machines finished jobs faster than humans. Railroads were the first sign of new industrial techniques to transport goods. New businesses were starting to supply more goods because of new innovative products people wanted. Industrialization was key during the early 1900s because inventors and businessmen were in demand for large quantities for the starting of new businesses. The dawning of industrialization could not have been possible without railroads and new businesses.
During the late 1800s, early 1900s, there was exponential growth of cities in the far east and west to provide for the massive growth urbanization of Chicago, New York, Seattle, and Los Angeles. Newer advanced architectural design from Industrial Revolution helped create these buildings. New vertical machines called elevators help people traverse these buildings up and down. Due to this big growth, new bigger, better buildings
Streetcars
were
called
put into
trolleys were used to cruise to the cities. Merchants immigrated to these cities for work. Little shops and stands helped these immigrants live. About 60% of urban areas were filled with immigrants during the 1900s. So the underlying cause of urbanization was immigrant migration. Also migrated free Afro-Americans from the South for work. Urbanization during the 1900s in America was unique from different periods because immigrant migration played a factor in new business and where people settled. In many other instances, urbanization is by the people of certain location as opposed to new settlers.
During the 1900s, a lot of immigrants were migrating to the Americas. Business from all industries were being created, and the Civil War had just ended. Many foreigners moved to America for a better life. People knew that if they moved to America, they would have a chance to be a merchant or work in a business. Most of the places that the immigrants left from were in poverty and was hard to live comfortably. Since the population of America grew dramatically, there was more opportunity for new businesses to gain workers. And since there was more workers, that means there was more of a chance for businesses to gain money, which made the economy blow up. Citizens of America were understanding of the surge of new immigrants. However, some problems did occur. Racism was a problem in places such as New York. Even though immigrants thought they could come to America in search of riches and wealth, most lived in small one-room houses and worked for low wages.
Voting was a big part of political stalemates across America. The predominant part of white male votes started to favor partisan politics. Democrats were more concerned about localizing power that the states had. On the other hand, Republicans wanted to make more of an active national government. So instead of starting anew, voters went back to loyalties they had before the Civil War.
So the whole U.S. was in full political stalemate. Northern U.S. states were Republican, whereas southern states were Democratic. This made states such as New York, Ohio, Illinois, New Jersey, and Indiana swing vote states, which basically meant how votes turned out in these states would determine the winner of elections. With the nation in complete disagreement, national government was starting to get ineffective. It was so ineffective because partisanship was making each party bullheaded, not willing to work together to reform Democratic and Republican ideas. In many ways, the Republican Party was benefiting more from the stalemates because after it subsided, political power went to the Republicans. They won majority in both House and Congress. Democrats tried to stall votes, but the Republican program had already been implemented. Another thing that was produced from political stalemate was the rebirth of power to presidents. This was because after the impeachment of Johnson, the grand scandals, and electoral shadiness in 1876, people looked down on presidency.
What fueled growth and modernization between 1870 and 1920? A big factor in modernization between 1870 and 1920 was migrating immigrants to America. The help of these people led businesses to new ideas and innovative products. Also, the rise of railroads helped make shipping cargo such as steel and oil faster, which made businesses more efficient. However, the biggest factor that fueled modernization was money. During this time, money was crucial for everyone because the rise of population made money harder to come by. In what way did growth and modernization impact society? Growth and modernization impacted society by making everyone live fast-paced. With the world at a turning point, everyone needed jobs to live in America. So in a way, modernization helped everyone get on their feet. This also renewed people's living with new material from big businesses. Did the change help establish the United States as a world power? If so, why? Modernization did indeed help establish the United States as a world power. The reason being because modernization led to an increase in manufacturing. Since there was an increase in manufacturing, this led to more exports. America exported to different countries, making a lot of money and also showing other countries America's potential to manufacture and grow businesses.